After a 5-year wait, The Old Guard 2 is finally set to release on Netflix. The original movie, released on July 10, 2020, remains one of Netflix's best action movies and is also one of its best entries into the superhero genre. With plenty of source material, not to mention setup from The Old Guard's ending, there had seemed to be lots of franchise potential here for Netflix. Unfortunately, The Old Guard 2's release date coming so much later killed some of that momentum, but it's hopefully something that can now get back on track. The first movie was led by Charlize Theron as Andromache Andy of Scythia, and she'll be back to lead the sequel alongside Kiki Lane as Niall Freeman, Marwan Kenzari as Joe/Yusuf Al-Kaysani, Luca Marinelli as Niccolo Nicky Di Genova, Van Veronica Ngo as Quinn, Matthias Schoenaerts as Booker Sebastian Lelieve, and Chiwetel Ejiofor as James Copley. Here's what to know about its release. It's been a long time coming, but thankfully, there's not too much longer to wait for The Old Guard 2. The movie will release on Netflix on July 2nd, 2025 at 3 a.m. ET. This is the streamer's typical release slot, so nothing is changing for the sequel. In terms of other time zones, that means The Old Guard 2 will be released at midnight on the West Coast and at 8 a.m. BST for viewers in the United Kingdom. Netflix has typically been reliable when it comes to sequels. Extraction, another big 2020 action movie on the streamer, had its sequel release just 3 years later. So why has it taken 5 years for The Old Guard 2? Surprisingly, the movie was green-lit relatively swiftly, with an announcement coming in early 2021. However, filming didn't begin until June 2022, following a BTS change, with Victoria Mahoney replacing Gina Prince Bythewood as director. Still, production wrapped by September 2022, suggesting a 2023 release. That, obviously, didn't happen. As well as the impact of the SAG and WJ strikes, Theron explained The Old Guard 2's delay back in 2024, saying, "Netflix went through quite a changeover. We got kind of stuck in that, and our post-production shut down, I think 5 weeks into it. They were going through a lot of changes, and I totally understand it. We finally picked it back up, and I'm really excited about it. It's really good. It's a really important film to us. I only wanted to do it if we could make it amazing. I really love this movie." Two major threads will directly carry over into The Old Guard 2. Andy's lack of immortality and the return of Quinn. The former will be a major test for Theron's character and her team of mercenaries as they face new, bigger threats than ever before. So it'll be interesting to see if that remains the status quo for the character. Just as important is Quinn, who returned in the epilogue of the first movie, and is set to have a major grudge against Andy in the sequel. Just as important is Quinn, who returned in the epilogue of the first movie, and is set to have a major grudge against Andy in the sequel. 500 years spent trapped in the ocean, repeatedly drowning, will do that to a person. The Old Guard 2's trailer showed them fighting, which should be a key part of the movie's action sequences. Beyond those returning elements, there are new players in The Old Guard 2. Chief among them will be Uma Thurman and Henry Golding, the big additions to the cast, which should also be a crucial part of Andy's story when the movie releases on Netflix.